Welcome to another episode of Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs, and you can follow me on Instagram. My handle is at Boxing Time with Evan. What we have here today is a bout between two fighters whose names I'm going to probably not pronounce correctly the whole time that you're listening to this podcast, but got to do it. We have Guillermo Rigondeaux, I'll probably call him Rigondeaux, versus Moises Flores. And for some reason, the computer has made Flores a 7-5 favorite. Their ages, Rigondeaux is 36, Flores is 30. Flores has a 5-inch height advantage. I made him the same weight. Rigondeaux has a 1-inch reach advantage, and they're both undefeated. Rigondeaux with 17 fights, and Moises Flores with 25. And this bout is scheduled for 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds. I thought I had this all changed, going to make this a simulation. And let's go right now with Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Moises Flores. And I think we're going to settle in for a very good, very entertaining boxing match. And the kind of thing that, we don't maybe, it's going to be very contested. It sort of reminds me of Pernell Whitaker versus Buddy McGirt in many ways. So right now, Flores is jabbing, and you have Rigondeaux trying to keep him at bay. And ultimately, in my mind, I think Rigondeaux's going to win this fight. He reminds me a lot of Pernell Whitaker, his style, and I think he's going to use Flores's aggression against him, his ability to throw punches, his ability to do certain things, and right now you're seeing Flores throwing more punches. All right, so right now we have these two fighters. On the face of it, um, Moises Flores is being a bit busier. Rigondeaux is kind of more standing in front, posing, it seems. But maybe he's just trying to gauge what he thinks Flores is going to do. Oh, he lands a left hook. Flores taps him, kind of makes him pay for that. That's the one thing, is that Flores, to win this fight, is going to have to be busy. He's going to have to be aggressive. And he's doing there. He's going to have to find ways to land on Rigondeaux, who is sort of, at the moment, being a bit of a punching bag for Moises Flores. But we'll see what happens as we head into the final 30 seconds of the first round. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting if Guillermo Rigondeaux has sort of a long-range plan. He did go to the body right then. Perhaps he's looking to break down Flores later in the fight. Jabs him again, ducks. Oh, Flores trying to tap to the body. We're going to go now. We're going to see what the judges say. I'm honestly, guys, I'm settled in for a 12-round fight. So if you got homework to do, if you got something to, if you're cleaning your house, you just want some background noise, this is going to be perfect. Wow. Okay, so even round. One judge had it even, one judge, and then they split between Rigondeaux and Flores. Let's go right now into the second round. As oh, look at that! Flores comes out and lands a stiff left hand on the face of Rigondeaux. Like I'm saying, I mean, I'm settled in here. I got my water. My voice is back. The weather hasn't seemed to have taken it away from me anymore. And I'd actually like to thank a guy on YouTube for requesting this fight. His name is Red Astrachan. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or maybe he'll tell me how to pronounce it when he sees this. I just this is just the kind of fight that that's what I want. If you are watching Boxing Time TV, Guillermo Rigondeaux is on the left side of the screen, Flores is on the right side, and my feeling about this fight, my feeling is, well, just in general with Boxing Time TV, is I want to fill it with simulated fights that could happen, that may happen, that never happened. But also, what I want to do is I want people. I want interaction with people that are following and whatnot. So please follow this page if you have not. Share this page. Tell your friends about it. Repost this, and let me know what fights you want to see, and I will do my best to make them. Right now, Flores sort of jabbing, although Rigondoux's opening up a bit more, which is good for him. Oh, look at that. Flores is starting to land more, though Rigondeaux goes to the body. So one thing is that Rigondeaux, is I'm used to him being a bit more of a quicker starter than he is at present. I'm curious to see if the body shots and everything else are part of an overall game plan. Oh wow, okay. So Flores is not having that big of a problem landing on Rigondeaux. And this is just making me wonder. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a ton about both fighters. I know a little bit about Rigondeaux. I've seen him fight before. He's challenging Flores, but I don't believe he's going up in weight to fight him. Although Flores is doing really, really well, and he's going to the body, and it's right now it just seems like slowly Flores is assuming control of this fight. He's landing the harder punches. He has more knockouts than Rigondeaux. So once again, we'll see what the judges say. It's gonna be interesting as this continues. Oh, once again, another even round. I'm telling you, I knew that this was going to be even, although Flores is up by 1 point now. So now we got a 10-round fight, and Flores comes out, lands a stiff jab on Rigondeaux, and it is a oh, look at that. Look at that. Rigondeaux starts opening up. Flores hits him back with shots, and I'm telling you that I expected better defense from Guillermo Rigondeaux. I'm not seeing it. It's sort of a creepy kind of way that Flores is kind of landing. It's creepy. Like, I'm not used to seeing Rigondeaux get hit like this. But then again, the computer knows what it's talking about, and it wouldn't have made Guillermo Rigondeaux Moises Flores a favorite if he wasn't supposed to be. However, I will say this: the computer doesn't hold to that. That's what I love about this game. You can be winning the whole fight, you get hit right, you go down, and you're knocked out. And I've seen that happen many a times. That's the reason why I use this game. It is primitive. It looks primitive, but it really does follow boxing a lot more. It follows the essence of the sweet science, the whole theater of the unexpected, and what the sport is, better than any game I've ever played. And I mean that. I'm not just saying it. Rigondeaux trying to kind of get more behind his jab, trying to fight more from a distance. Lands a nice left hand there, but Flores is right with him. Oh, look at that! Look at that! He landed another right hand on him. Oh man, it's sort of like the battle of the jabs. These guys are both sort of fighting each other from long range, which could be Flores' sort of plan here. He knows that that's what Rigondeaux wants, so he's sort of fighting him that way to kind of maybe psychologically show Rigondeaux, I can fight you coming in, I can fight you on the outside. We'll see though. This is a you know, if you like science, you know, the sweet science as they say, this is your boxing match. I don't think we're going to see a knockout. I don't think we're going to see knockdowns. I think we're just going to see solid boxing from both guys, with one of them kind of breaking away and ultimately winning this contest. All right. So they got, okay. So now they have given Moises Flores that round. Rigondeaux has to be kind of feeling this. He has to be kind of feeling in his mind, hey, wait a minute, this guy is coming for me, or Rigondeaux seems to be busier. Seems to know that he dropped that round. You know, it's nice. That's the one other thing about this. As you're watching Boxing Time TV, if I can point this out, I like that we know what the rounds are. I like that we know what's happening in this contest, where the fighters are within the fight. Oh, look at that. Flores is starting to land more on Rigondeaux. Oh, Rigondeaux catches him coming in with an uppercut. I gotta tell you something. I'm impressed by Moises Flores. He sort of reminds me of Carlos Quadras against when Quadras fought who was that guy? Chocolatito, Ramon Gonzalez. He doesn't care about how good of a boxer and how slick Guillermo Rigondeaux is. He's pushing his punches and he's making headway in this fight. Oh man, see, these guys are starting to trade now. One thing I didn't think we would see would be sort of an Ollie Frazier-like contest, but these guys are landing on each other. And that's the thing, is that Rigondeaux maybe doesn't hit that hard and Flores doesn't hit that hard, and these guys are just going to tag each other all night. We're heading into the final minute of the fourth round, and it's a round that if Rigondeaux can do a bit more, he can actually take. Oh, look at that! And as I say, that catches Flores with an uppercut. We're just going to have to see, can Rigondeaux put himself more in charge? Because right now, we've already seen that Moises Flores has a game plan, and he's been able to execute that game plan. Goes to the body. So now Flores kind of getting Rigondeaux on the ropes, and that's where Flores kind of wants to be. Unless Rigondeaux has, he's going to play possum off of it. But I think that Flores probably took this round as well. Let's see what the judges say. They're saying that both fighters are tired. Okay, that's interesting. And Flores is again taking this round. All right, and one judge has it even. So Flores is now up by 6 points, and he's building sort of a lead. And we're gonna head into the 6th round after this, and then after that, it's a 6-round fight. And if Moises Flores can keep up what he's doing, he is going to beat Guillermo Rigondeaux. And Guillermo Rigondeaux is regarded by many as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. So Rigondeaux doesn't want to be in a hole, because he's not known for having the kind of power that can get him out of that hole. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. You can find me and follow me on Instagram at Boxing Time with Evan. And we have Guillermo Rigondeaux on the left side of the screen, Moises Flores on the right. And These two guys are having a hotly contested super bantamweight bout in the 118-pound division. This is for a title, but I don't really talk too much about titles. They're so diluted nowadays with so many championships and different versions of the same title and all this, and it just kind of, I'm just leaving it alone. Oh, look at that. Flores lands an uppercut. Guillermo Rigondeaux had a very good start to this round, and right there he landed a nice uppercut. But Flores has done a very good job of stopping his rally, stopping sort of his ability to get back into this fight in a meaningful way as he lands hard on Rigondeaux. And Rigondeaux's trying. It's just Flores just has the answers, and that ultimately is gonna possibly the difference in this fight. Flores going to the body there. Yeah, Rigondeaux needs to go to the body more. Oh, he lands a nice uppercut. Oh, and a right hand. I don't want to tell you guys everything that you guys are. I'm sorry, it was a left hand. I don't want to tell you guys everything that's happening. That gets kind of dull. It would benefit Guillermo Rigondeaux to be on the ropes if that's going to allow him to land punches, which he just sort of did. But Flores, I think, wants him there, just wants to beat on him, and he has no chance of taking those sorts of punches. He has no interest in taking those kind of punches, and if he does, it doesn't seem to be bothering him. So we're heading into the 6th round. Let's see what the judges say. Oh, they're saying that Rigondeaux has a swollen eye. So I think it's official. Moises Flores is pulling ahead in this bout with Guillermo Rigondeaux. He's up by 9 points. And Rigondeaux doesn't want to continue to get hit because they will stop this fight. Now, that's the way that this game works. No matter who's ahead, whatever, they will stop this fight and it doesn't go to the scorecards. Moises Flores is in a position now where, let's say he wins this round, he could lose the next 3 rounds. I mean, he could lose 3 of the next 6 after that and still win this fight. So he has a lot more to play with, as opposed to Guillermo Rigondeaux. If he's going to do something, he needs to make something happen. And right now, it seems like Flores' intent is yours. You can kind of see he has him on the ropes sort of early, and he is looking to land more punches. He's looking to make that eye swell more. Guillermo Rigondeaux doing a good job sort of holding Flores off, and does a nice counterpunch there. The question is it enough? Is it enough to mount something? Because he's doing better in this round. He's fighting off the ropes well and did very good with defense as far as Flores' punches. But Flores is looking to land more. That's the one thing. Flores is looking, and Flores is being the busier fighter. So we're in the final minute of this, the 6th round between Guillermo Rigondeaux and Moises Flores. So, I mean, this round could potentially be even based on what I'm seeing. But I think overall, you got to give it to Flores. I mean, he's being the aggressor. He's forcing the fights, and Rigondeaux isn't counterpunching enough to make it the kind of fight that um Guillermo Rigondeaux has. You know, that Guillermo Rigondeaux's not making it the kind of fight that he can benefit from in terms of Moises Flores' aggression. Well, judges giving it to the judges have it even so far. All right, so two of the judges gave it to Flores. One judge gave that round to Rigondeaux. There's a 10-point difference now. We have 6 rounds left to go in this very interestingly contested fight. It's not a brawl, but it's not boring. It's more interesting than anything else. It's tactical. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. Ooh, look at that. Oh, Flores landing hard on the face of Rigondeaux, trying to really make a statement in this round. This is a I kind of lost my train of thought. Like I was saying, you are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. You can find me on Instagram at Boxing Time with Evan. Oh, it's a nice left hand. So now it's going to be incumbent upon Guillermo Rigondeaux to, he's got to win these next rounds. He should win every round, which right now I don't know that he's doing that. We're at the halfway point. He started going to the body again. I don't know that that's going to be enough with Moises Flores. Because Flores is ultimately busier. He's landing more punches. But we'll see if Flores slows down a bit, if that gives Guillermo Rigondeaux room to sort of get back into this thing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hard punches being landed. Oh, look at that. Guillermo Rigondeaux trying to mount something, going to the body, and Flores, not being sort of backed up off the ropes. Neither guy landing a ton, but keeping the other guy sort of honest and busy. All right. Oh, Rigondeaux's eye is swollen shut. This bout, ladies and gentlemen, could be stopped at any time. One judge has it even. Two of the judges giving it to Moises Flores. And I am honestly thinking that if Flores can just crank it up a little bit, they may stop this, because Guillermo Rigondeaux's eye is swollen, and they will stop this. And that would be very, very surprising. I'm surprised at the Guillermo Rigondeaux that we've seen so far in this fight. And he's taking punches now, and I'm sure that the game is probably taking a close look. Rigondeaux really employing sharp defense. Flores not really able to land, but then he gets tagged to the body, which getting hit to the body is, of course, going to lower his hands, because Rigondeaux is going to try to block that. Flores going to the body. hitting Rigondeaux up top to the head. Flores is now ahead by 12 points, and Guillermo Rigondeaux would have to win this round I mean all the rest of the rounds to have a chance of winning on points. Although I give Rigondeaux credit, he hasn't been blown out. He's not been shut out. He's not hopelessly behind, but he's behind in a way that he doesn't want to be because he doesn't have the kind of power, like I've said, that can get him out of that. Just a very good, solid boxing match and an incredible performance by Moises Flores. I honestly thought that Rigondeaux was just going to probably beat him and pull away, but Flores is showing, you have that sort of kind of come forward, sort of tactical come forward style, and it can pay dividends. Guillermo Rigondeaux wobbles Moises Flores with a sneaky left hand. Okay, things are starting to get interesting, folks. Can Guillermo Rigondeaux pull this off? He has the skill. He's considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Can he do what seems sort of impossible right now and potentially drop or even knock out Moises Flores? Very, very interesting right now. Because Guillermo Rigondeaux is in danger of being stopped at any moment. His eyes badly shut. There's a long way to go in this fight. And Flores keeps on hitting him. Heading into the last seconds of the 8th round. We're going to see what the judges have to say. They're saying that, same thing, his eyes still swollen shut, and he lost that round, it looks like. It looks like even with him wobbling Flores, it wasn't enough. Flores is up. Rigondeaux really does need a knockout, or he needs a bunch of knockdowns to kind of equalize this. Because Flores, who seemed to have slowed down a bit, if he can get a second win, just starts mauling Rigondeaux against ropes. I don't think it would take a lot for this bout to be stopped in his favor. Conversely, Guillermo Rigondeaux can maybe use that aggression against Flores. We will see. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Guillermo Rigondeaux. Blocking, taking shots. Oh! Moises Flores explodes on Guillermo Rigondeaux. Guillermo Rigondeaux has been dropped before. I don't know the name of the fighter who dropped him off the top of my head. I'm going to go to my phone because I can't go on the computer because right now it's sort of locked up with this. But Guillermo Rigondeaux has been dropped. And he's hurt again. Flores is just on top of him. I would not be surprised if they stop this. I would not be surprised. I'm hoping to get you that information. Right now, Flores is really making the case that this bout could be stopped. It's not saying. Maybe one of you boxing heads out there could let me know when we can just sort of talk about this on the YouTube page. Very, 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 it's just interesting. I've never seen Guillermo Rigondeaux in this position. He is at the referee stopped it. See, I knew that was going to happen. Moises Flores gets a TKO 9 over Guillermo Rigondeaux. I thought this foul would go the distance. What a great performance by Flores. He was consistent. He threw more punches. He, both these guys pretty equal in the power department. But as you can see, it just wasn't enough. And the winner's Moises Flores by a TKO. The fight lasted 9 rounds. Guillermo Rigondeaux was knocked down 1 time and his eyes swollen shut. Flores was not knocked down. And as you can see, The scores on the judges' cards, you know, close on one, 70, 79, 76. A little bit further on the other, 79, 74. And the other one has it 73, 80. So, hey, thank you again for watching Boxing Time TV. Once again, thank you to Red Astrachan. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Or Red Astrachan for telling me to make this fight. I had a great time making it. Hopefully I provided some insightful commentary and perhaps a precursor of what that bout is going to be when they fight. My name is Evan Jacobs. You can find me on Instagram at, my handle is at Boxing Time with Evan. You've been watching Boxing Time TV. Please let me know about the fights that you want to see made. Please follow this page, turn your notifications on, and thank you again, and we will see you at the fights.